Naughties, lovely to see you. Here we are for another YouTube of Just Desserts. I'm Tim and I'm running through this mad adventure. Today we're going to Kosovo. We're going to make a dessert from Kosovo that is called, and please excuse my dodgy pronunciation, but it's a Flijah, I think, or a Flijah. Flijah, whichever you prefer, beg your parsnips, Kosovoans. Very simple ingredients, very few ingredients too, and you're going to need a bit of time for this puppy. The basic ingredients are 2 batters, and in one batter we've got 5 cups of flour. 5 cups of flour. We've got about 3.5 cups of milk. We are also going to put 5 eggs in there and a little bit of salt. That's one batter. In the second batter, we're going to put a cup of sour cream, a cup of yogurt. You can use kefir if you have it, but in the United States it's quite hard to get that, so we're going for yogi, and then a stickerdoodle of butter. So we're going to whip all those together to get our 2 batters organised. But I'll start with the floury one. And what's the best way of doing this? I've got all this flour. I think I'm going to add the milky first, bit by bit, because we don't want it too lumpy. So there we go, with that. I need a spoon. Spatula will do me. Hello. Bit by bit, mix it in, avoid lumps because no one likes a lumpy batter. Right. Okay, this is coming together. There we go, there we go, there we go. You're basically making a pancake or a crepe batter here. Oh god, this is a big gluey mess. Alright, that'll do. I'm going to put some eggs in. 5 eggs we're going to use for this. There's 1. Bye bye birdie. There's 2. Excellent. There's 3. I'm having a cracking time. There's 4. I'm not joking. And 5. You're feeling slightly jealous? No, that was crap. Anyway, here we go. Into the compost you go, you naughty shells. Our chicken coop is on the way, by the way. We're going to have chickens pretty soon. So these eggs will no longer come from a carton. They'll come from the back garden. Yeah! Oh, crikey. This might be a kitchen nightmare I'm having right now. What? Oh, come on. Oh, I should have done this earlier, shouldn't I? There we go. Well, I can't guarantee it's going to be lump free, but keep going, Tim, keep going. A bit of elbow grease. I'm going to come back to that. Anyway, there's one almost finished batter, pancake batter, English pancake, not American. And so I think American pancakes have baking powder in them that makes them all fluffy. English ones don't have that. They're flat as a pancake. Oh god, shut up, Tim. Okay, there we go. That's one batter. I need to get another bowl for the other batter. And into that, with another spatula, is, again, a cup of sour cream and a cup of yogurt, or yogurt, as I'm reminded it should be said in these parts. Then also a sticky bobicky of butter. There it goes in there. Once we have these batters ready to rock and roll, we are going to be grilling this cake. All going to be cooked under a hot grill, so let me turn the grill on quickly, broiling high. That looks like it's in a good spot. Yeah, that'll do us. So there's one batter, and here is the the less pleasing and definitely on the lumpy side other batter. I'm going to put a bit of sugar in there. How much does it say? I need to put 2 teaspoons, I think, of salt. That's about 2 teaspoons, I think. There we go. Yum yum. And hopefully this will be what. For our cooking vessel, we are going to use either a spring pan. I'm going to use one of these flan pans. Is it a flan pan? I don't know, man. But I'm going to use a pan, and I'm going to make sure my flan pan is well oiled, man. So you don't want any pancake. Oh, I'm inspired. Oh dear. So hit squirty squirty. Spray, spray, spray. Oh, it's lumpy. Oh, and what are they going to say about me in Kosovo? Oh, they're going to be they're going to ban me from coming, I think. It's going to be, my Kosovo days are numbered. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do, oh, look how lumpy it is. Don't look. Don't look right now. And they're lumpy, but lovely. Lovely, lumpy love. And there's another, oh, that was a big lump. And there it is. A little pancake in the middle. I think I'm going to swirl it around a bit. That's technical terminology, swirling. And I'm going to put a bit more. Because I think the idea is to cover the whole of the bottom of the pan, because it will serve as a foundation for the whole cake. Okay, so there it is. I'm bunging it in the oven, and this first one is going to be our tester, so we can get a sense of how long it takes to cook them. What's going to happen next is I'm going to put a layer of the sour cream yogurty batter on top of it. But what makes it a bit technical is that it's supposed to look like a bicycle wheel. It's a Kosovo thing, I don't know, don't ask me. Oh! I beg your pardon, but that has done things that I wasn't expecting. Well, let's take it out. It's gone a bit curly on me, but that's okay. Keep the grill on, and what I'm going to do is try and make my spokey wheel thing. So it says to put a little dollop in the middle, so I'm going to do that, dollop there, and then to put little lines of spokey coming from that middle thing. I can't even start to think of something similar to this in dessert world. If you can think of something, please do send it in, because one of the lovely things about this gig is just having the experience of cooking in such unusual ways. I mean, this isn't necessarily all that unusual, but I do wonder what the purpose is. Here's the tricky bit. Now what I have to do is, in my slightly dodgy bicycle tyre, I have to fill in with the lumpy batter. So there you go, lumpy batter spoke 1, lumpy batter spoke 2, and here we go, and there we go. And then that goes in for another grilling. Okay, so I did my first layer. Here it is. Looks quite nice, actually. Look at that. Oh, that pan's hot. So don't burn yourself. So there's my bottom layer, and I'm now going to do exactly the same thing. I'm cooking it quite close to the broiler. So if I was sensible, I would bring it down a layer. But it cooked pretty quickly. I mean, if you want to do an entire shot, you'll see what I mean. I mean, I've probably got time to have a quick drink like this. Quick one. Okay, good. Now let's go back. And it's starting to bubble and look good. So anyway, the thing to remember with this is it's building, 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 building. until you've got rid of all your lumpy batter and your other batter, and then you cut it, and it's got all these gorgeous sort of layers that separate. And whilst itself it's not desperately sweet, in fact it's not sweet at all, is it? What you do is you pour either honey, you can pour jam on it. I've got a nice stash of maple syrup that I think I'm going to put on it. Oh God, I'm talking! See? It's all your fault. It nearly went disastrous, but I'm carrying on. And etc, etc, etc. We'll see you in a bit. Ooh, look at you, you saucy wee baby. Okay, so we're coming to the end, and what we have been doing is doing that same layering thing. So putting in the spoke of the yogurt with the sour cream and the butter, with the more traditional batter, and layering it. I think we've probably got, I'm guessing 10 or 11 layers here, and as you can see it comes to the edge. Here we have our little platey, and I am going to bring you around, naughty. Gosh, look at you. Dad is so proud of you. And we can do the good old-fashioned upsy-downy way. Hopefully this isn't going to be anything other than a moment of great joy. 3, 2, 1, Hazuba! Which is not Kosovoan, could be Japanese, not really sure what it is I'm doing there, just being a fool. A little bit hot. There it is. Ooh, look at you! And there it is. What has happened is I've been exposed by my own dessert. I didn't tell you this, but when we were cooking, we got chatting and I burnt the bottom of my first layer, which you can now see, so I can't, there's no running away from it, but it still looks rather gorgeous, I think. I'm probably going to cover up any little brownie bits, we'll probably sprinkle it with a bit of icing sugar, but the way to do it is to cut it up like a cake and then dribble honey on it. There it goes. As always, thank you so much for sticking with me. I sure hope you enjoy the Flijah. Flijah is what it's called. Flijah. 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 Hope you love it. Take care, everybody, and see you next time. Toodaloo.